Do you think they can hear me?
Probably.
I shouldn't have put it in my mouth, but I got confused.
That's okay. That's what she said. Maddie just threw a veggie straw at me.
It was so half-hearted, though, and she didn't even catch it. Are you gonna eat it? Wow, you're, like, so strong. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Page to Stage. Where the books write the script. And we set the scene. I'm Emma.
And I'm Maddie.
And I caught her off guard.
She hates me.
Very clearly. Today we're talking about the tandem read
Yeah.
of Throne of Glass. We're back on our Sarah J. Maas bullshit.
You may remember that we, like, kind of knew that we'd have to episode this one when we were doing the Assassin's Blade.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, well, this is the only one we're going to do. And I was like, ooh. So, we're back.
We're back, baby. And to be totally fair, it is my fault that we're back.
I mean, is it?
Yeah, because I didn't read Enchantra.
I didn't read Enchantra either, though.
Yeah, but you coulda.
Yeah.
I
If you'd
couldn't
been
have.
like, let's read Enchantra.
If I had been like, hey, I finished the tandem read and I'm starting Enchantra so we can record on Sunday,
that's fair.
you would have been like, deal, and you would have picked it up and read it.
Yeah.
But I didn't finish the tandem read until this morning.
Yeah.
That's a long ass read.
Yes.
Because it's 2 books, and so
Yeah.
it is longer
And
than
they're
Kingdom of Ash.
both long on their own.
They are long on their own. Together, they are longer than Kingdom of Ash.
Yeah.
So I no longer feel daunted by the size of Kingdom of Ash, because I just read a tandem read,
Yeah.
and it was hefty.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just read those. Maddie read them like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we decided that because I didn't have time to read Enchantra, we were going to cover this one and talk about all of my thoughts and feelings, as well as stage it, and then also talk about the spoilers that I have for Kingdom of Ash,
And what you think is going to
and
happen.
what I think is going to happen with them.
Yeah. Also, at the end, I want to give a brief review of the Colorado Renaissance Fair.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That'll
I
be
think
good.
it's podcasty.
I think it's podcasty too. That's super cool. Before we move forward, though, I just want to thank all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, wherever you're from. We are happy you're here. I was going to look at our stats. I was just going to look and see if we had any new places listening to us, you know? Vietnam is still up there. And I think we got an email that was like, congrats, you're number 250th in South Korea.
Listen, the episode that starts with "Hello Vietnam" is nuts. I think that's the most recent one I edited.
Do we need to pause so you can eat that meat stick? All right. Here's my QOTD, which means question of the day. If you had to be something, you know, how there are different legions of things. There are fae, and there are humans, and there are witches, and witches, fae, humans.
We're talking about all the groups of whatever that are in these books.
Yeah, is that all? Because I feel like shifters kind of don't fit into any of those.
Yeah, because there's not that many of them.
Right, but they're still there. We've met 2.
Yeah. There are...
That was crazy. He was like, listen, I think I have a niece. And she was like, good news. I think I know your niece.
Yeah.
But, like, are they, like, a subsection of fae?
Well, and, like, Irene's magic.
Yeah,
And
but,
there are
like,
magic people like her
yes. Like, healers,
that are not...
human, but...
Right. And, like, Dorian has fae blood, but that's not where his magic come from.
Are we sure? Yeah.
Technically, I think his magic comes from the plot.
Well, I think all of their magic comes from the plot.
Well, right, but I think that later when they attempt to explain it, it's the plot.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, but he has fae blood, so it's not somewhat part of it?
Sure. But then let's focus on Irene. Like, there are human people who do small magics.
Yes.
Or
like,
big magics.
you know, burning the Vogue out of people.
Yeah. No, she does big magics, but there are others like her
Yes.
who do little magics.
Yes, little healing magics.
We could call them
just like magic
magicians.
people. Magicians
For our purposes.
Okay.
What did you ask me?
I didn't get there because I was trying to figure out all the different things. But of the different categories of species or whatever within the Throne of Glass books, what faction would you most like to be a part of?
I think it seems the most cool to be Demi-Fae
Okay.
because, like, you get to have your own people, but, like, you maybe aren't gonna live for 1 bagillion years, which is too many.
It is too many.
500 is so many, and it's plenty.
500 is good.
Yeah.
But then, then it comes up with the question of, like, which Sarah J. Maas is like, fates are so rare, and then everybody and their mother is fated.
Yeah.
And so, if you were fated to somebody and they were full fae, would you settle into being?
You're right, that would be so sad. So,
because they were talking about how Aelin has to settle into her fae nature or whatever and live thousands of years with Rowan if she wants to.
yeah,
Right before they locked her up in an iron box.
right. You know who else is gonna live forever?
Manon?
Yeah. You know who's not gonna live forever?
Dorian?
Yeah.
They don't come up with a solution for that?
Nah.
What? That feels like a thing they should come up with a solution for.
But there are probably like 10 fix-it fics in my bookmarks right now that I haven't read.
Oh, okay. That are all about fixing the fact that Dorian's gonna die.
That's so sad!
As Manon stays young forever. She's already so old.
Yeah. She's like casual vampire age. She's like
Yes.
120.
Yeah. But like...
Rowan's like 500.
Yeah, that's so true. He is so old. I know Maeve was like, well, I saw that he had a mate, so then I tricked him into thinking he was mated to somebody else, and then I killed her, and then I made him so sad, and then it turns out it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
Wow. Good work.
Uh-huh.
I want to be a witch.
Yeah.
I
know.
want to be a witch. I want to be one of the 13 specifically.
You want to ride a wyvern.
I do want to ride a wyvern. Wyvern is how the lady
I know.
says it.
But she is in most ways a really good audiobook reader.
That's one of the ways she's not.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm willing to put it aside.
See, I say wyvern for Throne of Glass, but I say wyvern for Fourth Wing.
Yeah.
Because they're different. Like, they're
Yeah.
not, but they are.
But they are.
Yeah, no, I want a wyvern, and I want to ride them. And I would like to be part of the 13 because they're a badass rebel group.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, and I want to be able to be like, and my like nails come out and they're iron and like, and then they're out of my teeth.
Yeah, that part scares me a little bit. But
I
do
like
think
it.
It's cool.
I like it. It's good. I think it's sick. And I would like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I can just, if I need to, you know?
Yeah. It's not particularly appealing to me.
It is appealing to me.
Yeah, I like that for you.
Murder.
Murder. Yeah.
Tandem read.
Yeah. So long.
It was super long, and I was not excited. I will say.
Yeah.
I was super not excited because I was like, I don't give a shit about Kaol.
Yeah.
Why do I want to read this book about Kaol if I don't care about Kaol?
True facts, bro.
All true. And it was like, well, probably should though. And I am gonna just go ahead and say it. I care more about Kaol now.
Yeah.
You were like, you're never gonna care about Kaol.
I didn't say that.
You did.
I said you're never gonna love Kaol.
No.
And you don't.
I have a text that said, I don't care about Kaol. And you said, yeah, and TBH, you won't by the end of this book either.
Okay, I don't think I meant, like, you weren't gonna get invested in his story. I think, like, if he died in the next book, how mad would you be, realistically?
Not mad, but like, I like Irene a lot.
Okay, if he wasn't married to Irene and he died in the next book, would you care at all, really?
Well, no, but the whole reason I like him is because of his story with Irene. So it's all null because it wouldn't have the entirety of.
But you're just telling me that actually you like Irene.
I do like Irene.
Everybody likes Irene.
Tower of Dawn made Kaol important because of Irene.
Yeah.
She fixed him.
He's just her himbo husband.
He is. I love a himbo husband. I do. I
Yeah.
love a himbo husband. It's why I was such an Emmett girly growing up.
You were a what?
An Emmett girly.
I didn't know you could be that.
Well, I had a t-shirt with his face on it, so.
you guys know that meme with like the 4 or 5-year-old girl who's making just like the most disgusted face? That.
What is your problem with Emmett?
No, nothing. But what do you mean you had a T-shirt?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I think I have a picture from like my 13th birthday party.
Oh God, I hope so. That's what you wore to your own birthday? Does it just say Emmett?
It sure does. It sure does. But yeah, so there's my Emmett shirt.
That's freaking crazy. I don't know what to talk about now.
Himbo husband. I do imagine.
We have to go back. What do you mean?
I love a himbo.
Okay.
I kind of just imagined Kale like Emmett, but not sparkly this entire series.
He's so grumpy though.
That's true.
He actually hasn't stopped being grumpy either.
I know, but like Irene is like, hey, stop that. And he's like, fine. And he, by the end of this book, he accepted that being in the chair and being with a cane is not actually a bad thing in itself, and he's not less of a man with it.
Yeah.
Which was very important for his emotional growth.
Yes.
I thought his emotional growth was good, and my hot take that I did text Maddie is that Kale and Nesta are two sides of the same coin, and we hate one side and not the other.
Yeah.
And I think that's unfair. Because in the same way that I think we hate Nesta because of sexism, like, for a lot of reasons, I don't understand why I think it's the fragile masculinity that doesn't allow us to forgive Kale.
Yeah.
Or, like, toxic masculinity. Like, it's, other characters are to the place where they're like, okay, we can move past the assholery that he did. And in the same way that Nesta was a whole bunch of self-deprecating, like, all of that, like, Kale was an ass for, like, the same reasons.
Yeah. And I texted you back to say, like, mostly agree. I think it's a good hot take either way. I don't think, though, that, like, those are the reasons that I personally kind of feel meh about Kale.
Yeah.
But I think you're right.
Yeah. I think his journey is good.
Yeah.
I think all he needed was somebody to be like, I'm not pitying you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And him to be like, oh yeah. Okay. And then he did.
Yeah.
And then Nezrin got to hang out with Sartak, and she got a Rook. And I am so happy for her.
Yeah.
Like, I am so happy for Nezrin Falik.
Listen. That's crazy.
It is crazy. She showed up and he was like, hey, you want to get on my really big bird? And she was like, is that a euphemism? And he was like, no, but that too.
Yeah. Excellent. Really good for them. And I like his sister cousin.
Which sister?
Whoever she is.
Oh, Bronte? Bronte? Nope. Bonte. Beyonce. Bronce.
Yeah. Her.
What's her name?
I don't remember. I read it 18 months ago. You read it yesterday.
I think it's Bronte, but not... it can't be Bronte.
Borte.
Borte! There it is!
I like her.
I like Borte too. Yeah.
And I like that guy she's enemies to lovers with
I
in the
know!
casual background.
They're like betrothed and they're just...
Listen, I love betrothed and mad at each other.
It's such a good trope.
Not engaged, by the way. Not marriage of convenience, which is like also good, but it's different.
Yes.
But like betrothed since birth.
No, they were not betrothed since birth.
Okay, well, I'm painting a picture.
Oh, okay. Well, the picture's wrong. They were not betrothed
I'm
since
not
birth.
painting their picture.
Oh, okay. A different picture.
Okay, but like betrothed since birth and have been beefing since then.
Yeah, since birth.
And like now we're getting close.
Hey, that's like that fic I wrote on Be Gay, Write Fanfiction. The one where their moms got pregnant at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They've been beefing the whole time.
I don't feel like they were supposed to be lovers in that fic, but you couldn't help yourself. I think in the prompt it was like best friends.
It was like, yes, but I didn't want them to be actual best friends. I wanted them to be forced best friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And forced best friends have to grow up and have their moms make them fall in love.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was not looking forward to Tower of Dawn.
Sure.
And then I finally, like, I waited so long to read that Tandem because I was like, I don't want to.
I know you did. I was there.
I know. But I put it off.
Yeah.
You know I put it off because I was like, I don't want to. And you were like, get over it.
And now listeners know too.
And now you know too that I put it off. Plus, we were reading other things.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really space for this 45-hour tandem read.
Sure.
And so I finally did it when we had some space for a weenie. And it took me probably 15 chapters into Tower of Dawn. And then I was like, all right, I'm in. Fine.
Yeah. And I think what I told you is, like, Tower of Dawn is fine. Like,
Yes.
everyone says it's awful, and it's not awful.
It's not awful.
It's just not as good as Empire of Storms.
Well, no, which is why I think it has to be read in tandem.
Yes.
Because if you finish Empire of Storms...
And then you have to read Tower of Dawn
then
before
you
you get
have
to
to
read
read-
Kingdom of Ash?
Nope.
Before you get to find out what happens to Aelin?
No. No.
Where's his wife?
Where
You don't get to
is-
know. You have to read about Chaos.
I know, for a million pages.
Yeah.
Until the very end when it's like, oh, by the way, Aelin is still in this fucking coffin.
And then I think you'd really hate Chaos. Like, even though his arc is good, you'd be like,
I hate you.
you are in my way.
I think I would have rage quit. Like, I really do, because if I was reading that book in, like,
Publication
in
order.
publication, like, at the time of publication, where there's not an option to just skip that book,
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do with that? You're waiting. Oh my god, Throne of Glass 6 is coming out. This is so exciting. And then it's like, oh,
you
by
know
the
what?
way, it's about Chaol.
She published the ACOTAR books in there somewhere. Like, I think all of ACOTAR came out before Kingdom of Ash.
That's stupid.
That's crazy, right?
This is what's gonna happen if
Yeah.
ACOTAR 6 comes out, and it's just like fucking about Tamlin.
I do have real fear about that. Do we need to read it if it is?
If it's about Tamlin,
Yeah.
I don't
Do we
know.
care?
We don't care about Chaol, and we read that one. But that's the thing, is like, it leaves, actually, that doesn't even count, because
ACOTAR's
ACOTAR
done.
ACOTAR feels like an okay, like, it ended in an okay place. There's
Sure.
no big cliffhanger.
Right. The only extensions I want are about characters I care about.
Yes.
And hot take, I don't like Elaine that much either.
No, that's not a
I
hot
mean,
take.
I don't-
Nobody likes Elaine.
I don't. That's not true.
What? All I've seen on the internet is like, do not give me a book about Elaine.
I don't think that's true because all I've seen on the internet is like the next book had better be about Elaine and Asriel. And first of all, wrong take. I don't feel that strongly because we don't care a ton about ACOTAR, but it is the wrong take.
Yeah. It would be like if at the end of the third ACOTAR book,
Yeah.
it just jumped to a book about Tamlin.
Yeah.
And
For why?
for why? We've been waiting so long for this, and then all of a sudden you just, like, you're gonna give us this book about this guy who we don't care about?
Yeah. And even if
Stupid.
his arc was good, I wouldn't care enough to start it.
No.
Even if people said it was good, I
Yeah.
wouldn't start it.
Yeah. Which brings me to a question. No,
Yeah.
it's not really a question.
Okay, which brings you to a point.
A point that, if you don't live in my brain, is not going to make sense how we got to this
Except I live in your brain, so it's fine. Go ahead.
point. Okay, I saw a thing that said Amarantha's a Stygian spider.
Where?
On the internet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, freaking maybe.
Yeah. That's all. That's all
Okay.
with that one. However, the Vestigian spiders. Let's talk about the Karen Quee /
real cool.
Vestigian spiders. They are real cool. I told Aiden, who you all now know,
Of Milky Fame.
of Milky Fame, I was like, there's in a really spooky space with a spider that talks, and he was like, so Aragog. And I was like, well, I was imagining these spiders, which there's no text proof of this whatsoever. They
Sure.
are described like normal spiders, but giant.
Mm.
I imagine them with like the head part
Of a person.
but like the torso of a person, where their
Oh.
thorax is. So I was imagining them like spider butt.
Like
then
the things from Spy Kids 2.
Oh no!
That's where you're getting that from, by the way.
What do you mean?
Look it up.
Spy Kids 2 spider thing? What am I?
It's a monkey on the top, I think, but that's
Oh
like
yes,
your
no,
brain.
that is
That's where your brain image is coming from. Probably.
probably is where my brain image is coming from. No, hang on.
That movie's like pretty good.
I love the Spy Kids movies. They're so good. So I looked up Stygian spiders. Right? Stygian? Vestigian?
I don't know.
I don't know. I read it with my holes, not with my balls, and so I don't actually know how things.
I think Stygian.
Stygian spiders, Throne of Glass. And to be totally fair, this is one of the fan arts that came up.
Yeah, but well, didn't the one that talked to Manon have a head?
I thought so. But then when I'm looking at other fan art, that's the only one where it's like
'cause
a person.
Because she like put it there, like so she could talk to Manon in an intimidating way. I think.
Is it she like kind of a shapeshifty situation?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I believe it because she's Vogue.
Yeah. And she had like a lot of independent power.
Maybe that is
that
why
the
I
Karen
feel
Kui in Tower of Dawn didn't.
do not have.
Like, they were low-key just spiders.
Right. They were just spiders, but the one that like Manon talked to and Falcon talked to, same one, was weird half human situation.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's where I was getting that from, because I was like, I was like, no, they're like people. They're super spooky if you think of them that way.
Yeah.
And so someone was saying that Amarantha is a Stygian spider.
Crazy. Cool theory.
Yeah.
Guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. Well, we might.
We might.
Maybe.
God, I hope not, honestly. Not like that we...
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Uh-huh. Okay. Empire of Storms.
Empire of Storms is so good.
It's so good. It's so, so good. I do stand by that Empire of Storms Tower of Dawn could have been one book.
Yeah.
Where in the same way that the way that Queen of Shadows stops,
was everybody's business.
Everybody's business the whole time. Like you were in an Aelin chapter, and then all of a sudden you were in a Chaol chapter, and every time I got to a Chaol chapter, I was like, who cares?
Right.
I think that this one also could have been that.
Yeah.
There's no reason why it needed to be a whole separate book, because so much of Tower of Dawn could have been taken away.
Yes. If you had let it be the same size as Kingdom of Ash, and you just let, like, all of what is Empire of Storms, plus a smidge sprinkling of Chaol.
Well, like, the important things. And, like, Nezrin and Sartak, and...
I think you really could have captured the plot points of their bit in that style.
Yes.
Like, you would have maybe gotten less of the, intensity of the arc. But it's not actually needed.
It's not. And then at the end of Empire of Storms, instead of Rowan being like, and maybe Chaol and Nezrin will be back someday, they could have actually just come back.
Yeah.
And they could have completed the...
We could have been like, let's...
The gang is all together!
Baby, like, let's... Listen.
The gang's all here. Except they aren't, because now Aelin's gone, so...
Right.
But nobody knows that.
And they split off again.
Oh my god. Because they gotta go find Aelin.
It's gonna
crazy plan.
It's gonna take a while, too.
Absolutely crazy plan.
Yeah.
For her to be like, listen, Lysandra, I'm gonna have to die. And I'm gonna need nobody to know that.
I need to be really clear with you, because I think that it's a plot point in the next one, but it's, like, implied here anyways. Yeah. Like, you know. When she told Lysandra all this, she was like, by the way, if you have to make babies with my husband, that's what you have to do.
She said... You have to make babies with my husband, but actually, I need you to make babies with my cousin.
Right. Which, like, Aelin had to know she was going to anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I forgot she did say that.
She did. She was like, you're going to have to make babies with my husband, but, like, and then Aiden was like, but they wouldn't look like her. And she was like, and that's where you come in.
She was like, good point.
Good point. This is where you come in. And he was like, you were going to convince me to get into bed with my cousin? Like, I think Lysandra would have been like, yo. Hey, I'm Lysandra. Let's bang.
They weren't going to successfully keep it from him.
No.
I don't think they were even planning to, really.
No, she just can't tell him things before because he gets so hot-headed about it.
Right.
You can't just tell Adian shit.
And honestly, I don't begrudge him that.
No.
People hate Adian, and that's crazy.
Why would you hate Adian? He's, like, fine. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a dude. And he's so respectful of Lysandra.
Yes.
And he gets her.
And like, anything that he does that you're like, huh? He is so traumatized.
Yes.
That's a child soldier.
Yes. He is crazy traumatized when he was like, where are our armies, Aelin? And she was like, merp. And then, like, there were 1,000 armies there. And he was like, I feel bad.
I know. I listened to the last chapter I told you just so I'd, like, know sort of where we were at. And when he's in the sand crying, repeating what he said to her.
Yeah.
And Rowan's like, buddy.
Buddy, it's okay. Should I tell the listeners what I thought Where Is My Wife is going to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I was reading it originally, I think I thought so too.
Yeah.
Except I didn't know that was going to happen, but I did think they'd get married.
Yes. I knew there was a Where Is My Wife moment that I was pretty sure was in this series. And I was pretty sure it was in this book specifically, in Empire of Storms. And so when, like, talking about Alid and Lorcan. When Alid and Lorcan were in the port and she was trying to get period supplies or whatever, and they split up, and then Alid's uncle was there to, like, take her back, and she was like, the only thing that, like, gets me out of his grasps is if I get married. And she's like, I married Lorcan. And he's like, yeah, the hell you did. I really thought that he was going to like shove her in the box or whatever, and Lorcan was going to come out and be like, where is my wife? And I was like, it would be so good. It would be so good. Like, not even funny really, because he would have just been like playing along in this act of like, we're married.
Yeah.
Where is my wife? And then Vernon would have been like, what? You actually married Lorcan? He would have been like, yeah. So
it would have been good.
That's where I thought it was going to happen. And then at the end, like, Rowan just came out and was like, where is she? Where's Aelin? Where is my wife? And I was like, oh, that's not nearly as like impactful as people think it is, I don't think. Personally, come at me in the comments.
It's like a little bit of shock value.
Yeah.
But like his grief would have been real no matter what.
Yes. And I think that if you have reading comprehension, you know that they're married.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't show us that they got married, but like when
she's been skulking around it. She's like, and I moved these papers or whatever, and
yeah, and she was like, and when he asked me if I should get married to somebody else for like political reasons, I said like, no, I only want you. Like, it was so clear that they were either about to be married or already married. Like,
yeah. Did I think they'd done it last week? No, I kind of thought they'd done it in Air of Fire, but
yeah,
like
like this morning.
Right. Okay,
fine. So that was crazy. I also thought it was really funny. This is jumping to the marriage thing, but jumping back to Tower of Dawn.
Yeah.
There was a moment where Chaol and Irene were talking, and he was like, you know, there's a place for you with me in Rifthold, like if you want to come. And she was like, oh, well, what places are like up for grabs? And he was like, you know, the usual scullery maid, chef. And she like,
lady of the manor.
I know. She like hits him, and she goes, as long as I can yell at you when you're overdoing it, I will take whatever spot. And he goes, I think I know the perfect title.
Yeah.
And like, I thought before that chapter ended, he was going to be like, how about wife? And she was going to be like, okay. But he didn't say that. He just it was just like implied.
Yeah.
And then they did get married at the end of that book, which was just all of a sudden.
Listen, folks.
Not so.
I told Emma she's pregnant. Because
she said, I have something to tell you, but I can't. And I said, is she pregnant? And she said, yeah.
Technically, I didn't see anything.
That's
I
so
just
true.
sat there like constipated.
Having a baby right now in the middle of this war,
Crazy.
Stupid.
And also, almost certainly an accident, right?
You would think so, but also like, you're a healer. Why aren't you on a tonic?
Right.
All the time.
And like,
she offered to make Nezrin one.
yeah.
Why would you not make yourself one? And you offered to make Chaol one.
Yeah.
She offered. She was like, I can get her on a tonic and I can get you on a tonic, and we can, if that's not a thing that's wanted. And he was like, nah, like,
We're not banging.
we're not banging. And she was like, oh. Really?
Yeah.
Did she baby trap him like Aelin did?
Why would you want to?
It's a good question.
Like, I know she loves him, but she is too good for him.
yes.
And why would you baby trap a man that you're too good for?
I don't think she knows she's too good for him.
Yeah.
It's a downfall of
Yeah.
society.
That's also why, okay, my hot take.
Okay.
People don't like Adian, and that's stupid. People don't like Chaol, and that's a lack of reading comprehension. People really like Lorcan, and I don't.
I like Lorcan.
He's fine.
I like him.
I won't be changing my mind, thank you.
I don't know that I will be changing my... I don't know that I will... As of right now,
Sure.
I like him. I don't know what happens in Kingdom of Ash with him. His blood bond to Maeve is no longer there.
Yeah, good for him.
He did fuck them all the way up.
Yeah.
He did cause the end of Empire of Storms.
I'm not mad at him for that,
Not
though,
even-
actually. His plot involvements, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him for anything he did, I just don't like him.
Yeah, I do. I like him. I like him in a lead. I do.
She's way too good for him.
Yeah, that's probably true. Things that I like, though, he would just like subconsciously brace her ankle with his magic, which is cute when you don't care about a person.
Sure.
Like, it's cute that he thought about it because he's never had to care about a person in his billions of years of life.
Yeah.
He's only ever been with Maeve. Or, like, wanted to be with Maeve, and Maeve is like, no. And he's like, Meh.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about the way that it's like baby's first friend and like it's like allowed to be cute. It's like, oh, asshole decides to behave less like an asshole for the first time in thousands of years.
Yeah.
Isn't he precious? No.
He's not precious. I would not describe...
That's a man.
I would not describe Lorcan as a precious person. Like...
And I don't think he's hot at all, also.
I get hot vibes from him.
No. I think just in every possible way, mostly personality based, but just in every way, he is not my type. And I don't like him.
Yeah, I guess he's really not.
He's just really McFreakin' tall.
He is really
And that's
McFreakin'
it.
tall. Yeah, he's
That's his only
he's the
personality
tall, dark hair situation, which is not really my vibe either.
trait. Yeah.
Like, I definitely think that Rowan's more my vibe.
I love Rowan, but I also don't think he's hot.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Rowan's hot.
Bro, his hair is a wild color, his eyes are a wild color, and he's a neck tattoo. Okay, the neck tattoo's not the problem, the face tattoo is the problem.
I don't know. I like the face tattoo.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like the face
Whatever.
tattoo. I like the neck tattoo. I like Lorcan.
Okay.
Not Lorcan. I like Rowan.
Sure.
I mean, Lorcan is fine. I like him as, like, a character. I think he's fine. I don't think I think he is somewhat hot. But you're also a Dorian girly. And as of right now, I'm not understanding. I have read 7 of these 8 books.
I don't remember if the stuff that I appreciate about his character just happens in the last book, or if you're just never gonna get it.
I don't know. He's, like, fine. He is fine, and I think he's, hot or whatever when he's, like, flirting with Manon.
I mean, sure.
But, like...
I don't think that's, it for me, but I don't remember enough
Do you remember?
to tell you what it is.
Do you remember when I thought that you said that you and Aelin both need to be an Eclair?
Yeah, you remember how our listeners should all know this if they follow our social media?
Yeah, if you don't follow our social media, you're missing out.
Yeah, go read that text chain that we posted. No, Aelin and I are always right, and she, sexually speaking, is at least an eclair, if not a croquembouche.
Yes, that is what the text change said. Here are my thoughts
Yeah.
for how to turn this tandem read into a play.
Yeah.
I think that the stage... Do you remember what we did for Brighthaven, where it was like kind of a donut?
Yeah.
And it was like the audience sat in the middle until the second act and then it went out.
Right.
I don't think it should shift like that, but I do think that the audience should be in the middle on like a half circle kind of stadium seat type situation.
Right.
And then that chunk of audience should be on a hydraulic turntable.
Okay.
So that when it's time to switch to a different point of view, it turns either 80 or 90 degrees and you look at one side of the stage, or 180 and you look at the other side completely. That way the scene shifts can be really seamless because it is so
That way, when Kaol is saying, you know where you should go? Skull's Bay. Because Aelin wouldn't be there. Because Aelin wouldn't be in Skull's Bay. You can have them sitting right in between and watch Aelin tell them, set ho for Skull's Bay.
Exactly. That was crazy. That was so insane to me. It's true. It's the one place where there's zero
why
reason.
would she be there?
Why would she be there? And then she was. So it's very much almost like a sitcom
Yeah.
type.
It's a comedy
moment.
of errors moment.
It is. The whole thing is kind of a comedy of errors moment where all
Yeah.
of these things are happening and you know that they're all happening, but the characters don't know them. We know that Lorcan and Elite are on their way, and we know
Right.
that Lorcan doesn't have a word key, but he doesn't know that. And then we know that Elite does have a word key, but
Yeah.
neither of them know that. And it's just a whole thing. I think that the rotating of the audience to be able to see differing perspectives in a way that is more fluid in the same way
Yeah.
that the book reads, not so much okay, now we need to do a quick change of the set or a drop. It's just different and exciting.
Do we turn the audience or do we turn the stage? That way they don't get sick.
I guess we could turn the stage, put the...
Because I'm thinking then you do a blackout and you turn the stage so fast, actually. And then the lights come up and they're like,
Oh. Yeah, well, okay, so if that's the case then we put it on a proscenium that is a giant turntable and we just turn stage. Or do you still want them on stage with them?
I didn't think they were on stage in the first place. I'm imagining stadium seating and then a gap of a couple feet
Uh-huh.
and the stage. And I just thought the stage had a line in the middle, like a wall,
Uh-huh.
and you were just going to swing the audience around.
Well, yeah, I was thinking circular stage.
Yeah.
or square stage. The stage itself doesn't actually matter. Right in the middle is that little gap. Like when you go to the fair and you get on that one ride, or like the amusement park or whatever, and you get on that one ride where the whole thing turns. It's like the Matterhorn, the whole thing turns and you kind of like, whee!
Sure.
That's kind of it, but it's flat, and so it just like turns inside and the stage stays still, and it just like, and then like the stage is a square just around them, just set. And then when you're facing one way, they can be changing things behind you.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking. But we could have
Not
them.
what I was thinking.
Okay.
But that makes sense too.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I think you should have a circle stage
Uh-huh.
and a ring of seats. Or
Okay.
like a ring, but only half of them is seats. Like the other half is just hydraulics or something. And you have them here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought you were suggesting that we go
Oh.
and swing them
No.
all the way around to the other side of the stage and then lights up. And I was like, they're going to puke.
No, I was just thinking it just like...
Oh. Well, that's probably reasonable, but hear me out on my new idea, which is they sit in, a half a thing of seats and there's just nothing on the other side. And there's a circle stage, and it just goes...
Yeah, so like the circle stage has just a wall in the middle.
Yeah,
And
so
it
it looks
just
like a half circle.
flips around.
And it's another half
Yeah,
circle.
that also works. Either way is fine. I think both are good. A turntable of the stage is more classic.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, what's like a fun something different,
Yeah.
But it all ends up with the same thing. Like it all ends up with the stage.
Right. So listeners, however you choose to imagine a two-sided set situation
Mm-hmm.
where the audience or the stage moves, and one side is Empire of Storms and one side of Tower of Dawn,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. Have you seen Is It Cake?
No.
Okay.
Yes? Listen, my friends put Is It Cake on after our junior prom, and I fell asleep on the couch, and they left my house with me asleep on the couch without waking me up.
Well, Is It Cake has this big turntable that is a wall, and on one side are all the different things that you have to guess is it cake, and on the other side is like the other chunk of stuff. Like it's like that. Like, is it cake?
Yeah, like Is It Cake? Yep.
Is it
Just like that.
kale?
That's what the show's called.
And then we make kale out of cake.
Yeah.
And we put him right next to the actor, and we're like, which one's real?
I think we make kale out of cake, like, specifically for, like, the intimate scenes that we're not going to stage.
Oh, yeah.
But we, like, it's just Irene sort of, like, laying on a bed with cake.
With cake? You know how crazy it would be to stage intimate scenes where one of the people is cake? And then when it's like, he devoured me,
You
he
need
can
to
actually
stop.
just like
No,
eat
you
the
need
cake.
to stop because actually this is starting to sound like a theater of the absurd. I'm having uncomfortable. I'm yes-anding in my head, but I don't want to say it out loud.
I think it's great.
I think it really connects to the eclair idea.
Yes, it does connect to the eclair idea. Just that. The projectile eclair. It's awesome. So, this tandem read cannot be a burlesque Is It Cake show.
No, it really, really, really can't.
I think it would be good, but it doesn't fit this book.
Right.
I do think we could make an argument that Phantasma could be a burlesque show, but I digress.
Like just a normal burlesque show or a burlesque Is It Cake show? Because I think that might be pushing the bulletin.
I think a normal burlesque show for sure. I think we could add some Is It Cake elements in.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to tell my friend who like organizes burlesque circus shows
Ooh.
that we should include some Is It Cake situation in there. So that's my main idea for the show. Is just that the transitions have to be really smooth in between points of view shifts.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of questions about how we would handle Lysandra
Yeah.
with her shifting. Well, all of their shifting. Any of them that shift, really.
Sound effects. It's like, and Rowan flew away, and it's like,
Flap, 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 flap.
and we just turn the lights off. I say this every time somebody's a shifter, and you always laugh at me.
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
And there has to be a better way to do it.
No, that's it.
I feel like there has to be some sort of theater magic. Do what I did for the Odyssey, where I used Canva and a gif of an owl flapping, and then I just like clicked and dragged
Yeah.
up out of the
We should probably do that.
but like in a better way, in a better, more Photoshoppy way
Sure.
that looks better than what it did for the Odyssey.
Yeah.
All right.
So, content-wise,
Yeah.
how much is making it into this play? Are we truncating the whole story to try and send all of it?
I think there are, okay, thinking of Empire of Storms, there are definitely some Elide and Lorcan scenes that just don't need to exist.
So true.
There are definitely some, like, just some, like, side scenes that are nice for character development,
Sure.
but not important to see on stage.
Yes. We're not going to do any of the sex.
Yeah.
So that
Which
cuts
wasn't
some.
much,
No.
but,
100% more than any of the other books.
oh my god, 400% more than any of the other books. I was telling Gracie yesterday, I was like, we have, in this 8-book series, there are 5 spicy scenes. 4 of them
in this book.
are in Empire Storms, and one of them that I don't even know that I would consider a spicy scene. Like, it talks about them having sex or whatever, but it's very much more, like, emotions-based with Kaol and Irene. Like, I
Yeah.
did not, like, I read it and I was like, I don't know that.
I don't know that they really had sex. Like, can you prove it?
No.
I mean,
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
Because she's having a baby. But, like, that scene, I was like, okay, like, that's mostly emotions-based. I'm feeling a lot of, like,
yeah.
yeah. So,
It is crazy for Empire of Storms to just be like, bam, 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 bam.
yeah, all in the same, like, 10-chapter
Yeah.
span, too. There's, like, 10 or 15 chapters. And within that, there are 4 sex scenes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's up with that. Those can be cut really easily. Like,
Yeah.
they're needed for, like Dorian and Manon to show, like, that they're starting a something. But then, like, 3 of them,
For the plot of this show, it doesn't matter if
No.
they're starting a something.
no. Because we end this, how
So
do
you
we
actually
end
don't need
this
that
show?
at all.
How do you end this show?
Yeah, you swing the door shut on the iron coffin and you turn the lights off.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
I think for the purposes of this show, though, we do have Kaol and Nezrin
Come home.
come home.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that we
Weren't
can
Kael and
not...
Irene on a boat at the end of this book?
They are.
Okay.
They're on a boat.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Banging on this boat. Making baby on this boat.
Is that where the sex scene happens?
No.
Okay, I was like, I don't think so.
Rowan and Aelin, as well as Dorian and Manon, all of their sex scenes also happened on a boat.
Well, yeah, but there wasn't like a lot of option there. They were on the
Yeah.
boat the whole book.
No. They sex scened in one of their rooms.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Yeah, I think we cut anything that's, like, not... So let's talk about the through line.
Yeah.
What is the through line of this? The through line is we're gathering armies.
Right. The through line is getting the gang back together.
Yes, we get the gang back together. But for the purposes of a play, how much do we need to know about each portion of the gang in order for it to make sense?
I don't think that much.
So where do we start?
Where did it actually start? You're just going to have to refresh my memory. Where did it start for Aelin?
For Aelin, I don't remember.
Were they on the boat yet?
No.
Okay.
But but when we started this book, we already knew all the players involved.
Yes.
We knew why Kaol was where he was. We
Right.
knew why Dorian was still in Rifthold. We knew why Aelin was where she was. We knew who Manon was. Like, we knew all these people.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out where we start.
Right. So we're going to start with Aelin
Okay.
getting on the boat.
Okay.
And what we're going to have her do is visibly post like 6 or 7 letters right before she gets on the boat. We're going to follow her for however long is relevant. And then we're going to jump to other people.
Getting those letters?
Yes.
Okay. Because I believe she was with Rowan and Adian
And Lysandra?
and Lysandra all at the beginning of this book.
Yeah.
And so, but not Dorian, because Dorian was in Rifthold.
Right.
Or in Rifthold.
Sure.
And Manon was with the 13 still,
Mm-hmm.
because they were about to sack Rifthold. And then Kaol and Nezrin were headed to the southern continent.
Sure. So we could have her send a separate letter to each Kael and Nezrin.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely to Dorian. Maybe to Manon, just for the plot of this play. Like, does it make sense? No. But, like...
Yeah, I'm wondering if we could almost stage it, like, with one person all the way around the circle, and it, like, turns in, like, spotlight.
Okay.
And they kind of introduce themselves.
Sure.
Like at the beginning of a video game almost.
Yeah.
Or the beginning of a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
Where it's like, here are who these people are.
Yeah, we could have everybody, like, come out on the start at the start to kind of like a like more brightly lit than usual stage and explain their situation.
Yeah. Like, here's where we find ourselves.
Yeah.
We could also have
A narrator for that
What
bit.
if Mala, like, what if
Yeah.
Mala was our narrator?
I like it.
And she gives us all the background and is like, and here.
I think we should have Mala and Maeve.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Maeve shows up later, you're like, what?
What? Why are you here? Yeah. We can have them kind of as narrators.
Yeah.
To set the scene.
That way they can like argue with each other and it's like
Yes.
fun. It's not just like, here's who these people are. Bye.
Yeah. We can have them having a whole conversation about it and then go back and forth about, like, basically the through line is get the gang back together
Yes.
so that we have a chance at this war.
Yes.
So I think anything that doesn't relate to that,
Cut.
we cut.
Yeah.
I think it's important that we explain the Vogue.
Yeah.
And I think we can do that through Kael,
Yeah.
explaining it to Irene.
We could get all of the Vogue stuff on his side. We actually could cut out the Vogue traces in Empire of Storms entirely.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary because we know we're up against them,
Yeah.
but we don't really see them much. Like, we have the mystery of, like, who is the Vogue infiltrator in the Coggin?
Sure. But like we could cut the bit where Manon meets that lady. And we could cut any of the other like little bits where it's just like,
Vogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make it all, put it all in the Tower of Dawn side. Have him explain the Vogue to Irene, to Irene.
Yeah.
Have Nezrin explain the Vogue to Sartak. Have that whole situation happening. That way we kind of know what we're up against and then have them all come together at the end.
Yeah. Do we cut enough then from Empire of Storms to do like sort of half and half? Or do you want to put Lurkin in a lead on the Tower of Dawn side? Because their story in this book felt a lot more Tower of Dawn-y anyway.
It did. Honestly, Lorcan in a lead, I think will prove to be, like, they are important because he's the reason why. But I don't know that we need to see all of their, like, let's join this circus to get across the, like, I don't know.
Are we going to see them at all?
I feel like we need to see them because they have to be, like, when Lorcan warns them of the flying ones. What are they called? They're Vogue, but they're, like, created Vogue. They're the ones that come in. They're the ones that Aelin just, like, wipes 500 of them out right
Yeah.
before she ends up fighting Maeve.
Still don't know.
Okay. Ilkin. There we go. They're the Ilkin. Like, when he warns them about the Ilkin.
Yeah, because it's like some of your ilk.
Yeah, exactly. When he warns them about the Ilkin, I think it's important that we know who they are at that point. Like, who Lorcan and Elide are, so that when they come together, and then he does send out that, like, hey, you need to come help us to Maeve.
Sure.
That then is the catalyst for Aelin being taken at the end. Although I do wonder how we end this play with that. Like, I know that, like, you could just put her in a box and turn off the lights.
You could.
But, like, could we take some creative liberties? And I don't know how Kingdom of Ash, I don't know how she gets out of that box because I haven't read it yet. But for those of you who have read this book and do know how she gets out of that box, could we just, like, take whatever that plot line is and shove it here at the... No? Okay. All right.
No, you really couldn't. But what you could do is not put her in the box because, as we have always discussed, plays are self-contained.
Yes.
And you could have her be there when Lysandra's pretending to be her. Like, she could actually be there to greet her troops.
Yeah.
And we could watch them, like, her and Rowan say something to each other, like, hopefully about the future, and then, like, bow.
So, like, she doesn't... The whole situation with Maeve doesn't happen?
Or they win.
Or they win, so, like, as they're whipping her, maybe...
Like, they don't kill Maeve, but, like, they win, like, the skirmish somehow.
Yeah, like, maybe Rowan comes in and Lorcan breaks through the blood bond or something, and
Maeve leaves.
they get her to leave. Yeah, we could do that. And then it's, like, hopeful. Like,
Right.
it's
and
not the...
Aelin, like, covered in blood, greeting her allies, is like...
Or they all show up and Maeve is like, oh, shit.
Sure.
I can't fight this right now. I gotta go. Ish.
Yeah.
Okay. We could do that and then make sure that it's like, this is not the end of the war, but we did win this battle.
Right.
And that's the end of the play.
And that's the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is definitely not the vibe of the end of this book.
Right.
But would have to be if it's going to be a play that isn't going to be a one of two nights where the second night is Kingdom of Ash.
I mean, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
You could put it on the same stage, too.
Good. I mean, I don't know. But I believe it. I believe
Yeah.
there are multiple points of view.
Okay, so maybe we end with the box, but it's like, come back tomorrow.
Yeah. And tomorrow is Kingdom of Ash,
Yeah.
which I don't know what that's going to look like because I haven't read it yet.
No, but like the listeners, if it's the same stage and the same costumes and the same everything that we're about to talk about,
Yeah.
put it together in your minds, listeners, and then listen to what Emma thinks is going to happen.
And write us. Write what Kingdom of Ash looks like in this same stage.
Yeah. Do your own page to stage. Send us an email that's
Yes.
like stage, props, costumes, lights, sound.
And here's what has to be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Costumey wise, very movable.
Right.
There's some really cool armor described in these ones. There's some really cool like color shifting.
Mm-hmm. Their weapons are kind of a big deal.
Especially the weapons that are Fey weapons that like Nezrin finds.
Right.
My favorite prop I think would be the Karen Kui
Yeah.
with the big spider puppets.
Absolutely. We, I think, should color code costumes in the colors of the book covers.
Oh, okay, yes.
Like costumes and set in some ways, you know?
That would be super cool, like a little tie-in.
Right,
The
like
original
Tower
book
of Dawn is,
covers
like, warm
or the
lit.
new book covers? Because the original book covers had like those drawings of Aelin
the
on
ones
them.
without the drawings of Aelin on them.
Okay.
Just because they have a bigger color palette.
Yeah, there's the blues and the purples and the whites.
Was she on Tower of Dawn, or was it like 7 drawings of Aelin and 1 drawing of Kaol?
Let me see. I think Tower of Dawn I have it.
Is it Kaol?
Yeah. I think. Well, I assume so. I assume that's Kaol.
That'd be pretty nuts for him to be the only one with the book, though. Also, he looks so normal, and she looks crazy on all her covers.
I know. Well, it's because he's like mostly covered.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we light and set dress and people dress the Tower of Dawn side in warm tones and like deserty neutrals
Yes.
and like whites.
Yes.
And then the Empire of Storm side is like black and gray and like vibrant cool tones.
Yeah, vibrant purple, vibrant blue.
Right. Like
Yes.
big blue sea. Everybody's wearing really vibrant green. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it. And then when they come together and there's all the different troops of different, like with different outfits.
Yeah.
Like, because they all do have different
They do.
things. They have different flags. They have different uniforms. And
Yeah, the Silent Assassins
Silent
are all in
Assassins come in
white.
all white.
We could have Ansel's people in red. I don't remember if they were.
Probably not, because she has red hair and she would never wear red with her red
Okay,
hair.
so true. We'll figure out something.
But, or she's the only one that doesn't wear red and the rest of them wear the same color as her hair.
That feels fair.
Yeah.
I think Galen's troops are sort of vaguely blue.
I think the spiders would be really cool because I think you can have them climb on walls and stuff too, and kind
Yeah.
of have them surround the
I think you
audience,
should.
which would be awesome.
Would
they
they
were
climb on walls like under a puppeteer's control, or do you have like somebody in the back, like they're on like specific lines and they're like moving pegs?
yeah, pegs would be good. I think that would be easiest. I think puppeteer controlling multiples would be hard. I think the main one that like talks to them should be. I do think we need to talk about how Falcon shifting from bit to bit happens.
Yeah.
And I think that he is a puppeteer with different puppets.
Okay.
And so that actor does that, and then when he's not shifted, he is like just himself.
Sure.
So he's in like black armors, even though he should be in Tower of Dawn colors.
Yeah. We could get him a poncho for when he's a person.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
good enough.
Then he has like a little mouse like puppet, like a little one hand puppet that kind of like
Yeah.
has all the different marionette things, but it's just little.
Love it.
And it's scattering, and then like we have like the Karen Kui that
Yeah.
he turns into for a second, and that's the same thing with Lysandra.
Yeah.
I think that's how we do that, is like have her be a puppeteer.
And then when she is the massive serpent, do we do one of the like Chinese like
Yes.
Lunar New Year
Yes.
dragon situations?
Yes, which is a callback to way back when last time we did Chinese dragons. Or she is, if you've ever seen, trying to think, like Shrek the Musical, or She Kills Monsters, they have the big like
Yeah.
the big dragon sort of situation, and it's just multiple. Or a Harry Potter musical. If you've never seen that, you should go watch a Harry Potter musical. Star Kid is great, and not affiliated, so you should do that. But yeah, so just like the big sort of
You could have like
dragon.
blue fabric like spilling behind it kind of,
Yes.
so it's like cutting through the water.
That would be so cool.
Be really cool.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I can just absolutely see all of the water scenes in a really cool way here.
Yeah. We do a lot of wet books.
It's like not our fault though. Like We didn't write these books.
Yeah, actually, this is a big era for wet books, you guys.
the most important books of our time, wet. So yeah, I think that's
Because classic fantasy, not wet. Lord of the Rings,
not
dry.
wet, very dry. Very dry.
In many ways.
Well, yes. There were big talking spiders in that too.
Yeah. It's a thing.
I like Lord of the Rings. Not the books as much. Which I know is like probably blasphemous. But I like the movies.
I think I've said on this podcast before that I read The Hobbit. There were no women, not even people's wives. And I didn't
Quit.
read the other ones.
Yeah. Have you seen all the movies?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the movies.
They're good.
Samwise Gamgee.
What a guy.
I love him.
He would have loved Potato Night.
I know. He would have loved Potato Night, man. Next time you have Potato Night, it should be Hobbit-themed Potato Night. And everyone should dress up like hobbits.
Yeah.
I love Samwise Gamgee. Frodo, not so much. That guy sucks. He's the main character, but, like, shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I don't want Frodo Baggins to win.
That's fair.
Just Sam. Any hoodle.
Any hoodle.
I think those are, lights, same sort of color palette, I think.
Yeah, I want to go pretty hard about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, keep it very in line.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Okay, here's what I think's going to happen in Kingdom of Ash. Well, I don't actually know. Here's what I know. Here are the spoilers I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I'm aware of live, Manon, live.
Sure.
I'm aware of that.
In context or
No.
just the line?
No, just the line.
Okay, great.
Like all of the videos, like, I don't know, that I see are just that.
Sure.
So, I have a live, Manon, live. I do think that that's going to be said by Dorian.
Okay.
And I do think that she will live.
Okay, great.
That's
Good job.
That's really all I know about that.
What a prediction.
What a prediction. I think, okay,
Really doing a lot with the information.
I am doing a lot with the information I have. I think that she will have sacrificed herself or tried to, like, jumped in front of something that was going to hurt Dorian. And that's where she's going to be dying for whatever reason. And then I think that his magic will, like, imbue her or something and she'll live. The other thing I had was Where's My Wife, which I already happened. I didn't think that was going to happen in this book.
You did write to me, though. You were like, is that the last one?
Yeah.
Like, is it real?
Yeah. So I was like, is that this one? I don't even know. I don't even know if it's this one. So let me see. I'm pulling up the
other things you know.
the other things I know, which
Well, you know about the Aelin falling through worlds.
I do know about Aelin falling through worlds.
Even before we did it in our Be Gay Right fanfiction episode, I made you that plot diagram on your classroom
Yes,
whiteboard.
you did do that, where you were like, and here she is. Okay, so I kind of thought that was going to happen when they jumped into the mirror.
Oh.
I was like, oh, they're jumping into the mirror? Time to go to all the different dimensions. And that's not what happened.
No, what did happen? I don't remember.
That was the memory mirror where
Right.
Elena was like, oh, by the way, I traded your life.
Yeah. Elena sucks.
Elena sucks so bad. And how do we feel about the one who died in the first book, and she was
Nehemia?
Nehemia, there we go.
Pretty good.
I liked Nehemia. Don't love that she tricked Aelin
No,
into all of that.
I don't either. But, like, you kind of gotta forgive her because she's dead.
Right.
But also, I think it is important that, like, she wouldn't have done it if Elena hadn't put them in this situation.
Right. No, it's all Elena's fault.
Right. And so she, I think, was doing the best she could with her circumstances.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay that she made imperfect choices.
Yeah, I mean, everyone makes imperfect choices. Humans be humans. But I just was like, I don't love that they, like, we knew that she kind of orchestrated her own death.
Yeah.
But I guess we didn't really know the depth of, like, she knew the outcome of all of it.
No, it's certainly very upsetting.
Yeah. So it was the memory time, and I don't fully understand why Manon needed to be there for that, because, like, it was not super important other than, like, Rhiannon of the Kraken was there
Yeah.
for part of it. We learned more about the keys and the lock. But, like, they just keep tricking her into doing shit.
Yeah.
It's like, how about we just have a conversation? Can we talk about it? And we did. But now, as of right now, where Aelin is in a box with Maeve, as of right this second,
In
Dorian...
case you haven't read this book, they're not in the box together.
No, I knew she was not in the box. I mean,
No,
like, Maeve is
for
also...
the audience.
Oh, yes. If you haven't read this book,
I mean,
Maeve is in charge of the box.
yeah.
Aelin is in the box. Maeve is evil. When she ended up being Vogue, crazy. I mean, not that crazy, but it was like, she calls herself Maeve, and I was like, what?
She tell her whole story or just
Yeah,
like,
she told her whole story.
yeah.
So she was like, I'm running away from this guy I married, and I'm gonna fuck up the world because of it.
It doesn't actually make her sympathetic because, like,
No.
just get a divorce. But it is interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, no, and she sucks. And so, you know, like
it's such a, like, casual backstory on
Yeah.
her part
yes,
to cause
all of this.
what is not casual
No.
in their world.
No, not casual. It's like world ending.
Yeah.
And so, as of right now, Dorian is pretty sure he's going to have to be the one to use the keys to close the gate.
Sure.
And, like, because he's the only other option.
Sure.
Really. That's not going to happen. Like, he's not going to die closing the gate. That's not going to happen. She's not going to die closing the gate. It's like a whole thing. So, that's what I know. There was something else, though, that I knew.
You know who I love?
Who?
Evangeline.
I do too. We barely see her.
Yeah, she's a lot in the next one. Not as much as she should be, but, like...
Yeah. Aelin and Rowan apparently have so many children. For whatever reason, that is a thing that I feel like I know.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like you said that to me when we were doing something. You were like, you know what's crazy? A lot of children. But maybe that's not a thing you actually said to me?
I don't remember saying that to you, but it doesn't mean I didn't.
Okay. Great. Would you have said that to me if it wasn't true?
Who's really to say? I say things to you that aren't true on accident and on purpose, like, kind of a lot.
That's so true.
For our
I don't
podcast
know.
purposes.
I don't remember exactly what you said there, but if they have so many children, I have a lot of questions. Because if, like, that means she has to pop them out before she settles into her full fae heritage or whatever. Because, like, if she's full fae, there's no way they're popping out more than one kid. 5. That's what you said, is 5. How does that happen? I don't understand how that's possible when currently she's in a box.
Well, we're not doing pregnancy on
Page.
No.
No. But, like...
Or it's not an epilogue thing either. Like, it's... You'll see.
Okay. Fine. In the portal, she sees the future. And they have 5 children. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how that's possible when fae are, like, very unlikely to have children. How do you possibly have 5? Whatever.
I mean, true facts. Aelin isn't full-blooded fae.
Right. I don't know that that matters. Like, it clearly does. It clearly matters. But, like, I don't know. Whatever.
Also, it's not the same universe.
Yeah.
Like, they are not the same fae.
But they did say in this same book that it was hard for Faye to conceive, which is why she wasn't on any sort of tonic.
Oh, sure.
When he filled her like a Twinkie. And she said, well, if I happen to have the Faye gene that doesn't allow me to have babies all that often, if I have one chance at making an heir to Terrasin, like, here's
Better
what
be
I'm
now.
going to do. So, like, it is canon that it's hard. And so maybe she doesn't have that. She doesn't have that.
Sure.
Fine. That's crazy. 5 is insane.
5's insane.
And then I know about the portal thing.
5's insane for, like...
Anybody.
Yeah.
I think those are all the things I know, though.
Okay, that's not that many things.
It's not that many things.
In the grand scheme of how long this book is and truly how much happens, like, it is packed as tight as Empire of Storms, if not tighter.
Yeah. There's a
And
lot
it's
happening.
Twice as long.
I am excited to read it.
Mhm.
I just got the audiobook downloaded, but we have other things we need to listen to first.
Yeah.
So depending how quickly I can run through Enchantra. Are there any other, like, big spoilers that you think I probably know?
That would be... This is such a dangerous game that you're asking me to play with you.
Okay.
Like, things that I have told you when I was reading it, sure, you know more than you think you do.
Oh, okay, great.
But, like, I'm not going to bring it back up. Things that I think you might know from social media, let me think.
I mean, I think I probably do know more, but just thinking of, like, big social media spoilers or, like, things that I just, like, know off the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Kael and Nezrin will have... Not Nezrin. Kael and Irene will have their baby. Maybe.
I actually don't remember.
Are you telling me there's Fae abortion?
No, I just don't think the timeline's that long.
Oh.
Pregnancies are 9 months.
Yeah, but, like, that's a giant-ass book, and it's a whole war. You're telling me they fight a whole war in less than 9 months? That's crazy. That's nutso.
I don't remember.
That's insane. Okay.
It's not a lot more than 9 months, if it is.
Yeah. Nezrin and Nezrin will become the queen of the Kogan or whatever. Or not the queen, but, like, Sartak is the heir to the Kogan.
Oh. Like, he'll become the emperor, you think?
Yeah, and then she'll, you know, be his right
Sure.
hand lady, and they'll have babies. I think Aelin will settle into her Fae heritage and become a Fae.
Okay.
Or
Rowan
will somehow figure out how to not be Fae anymore. It'll be one of the two. But
Okay,
they're
one
not
of the
gonna
two.
they're not gonna do the thing where he continues to stay the same age basically and she gets old and dies.
Right.
They're not gonna do that. Or maybe they tie their lives together and when she reaches 500 he'll die too.
I don't think they allow that.
No, probably not. But that is what happened with Irene and Kael. If she dies, he dies.
Oh, right.
His legs are fully
Yeah.
tied to her
Is
magic.
that better or worse as a child? Like, if assuming that they're gonna die as old people.
I think it's better. Because you know that they're going to go together, and so you know that.
Yeah. It's like auto-orphaned, though.
Auto-orphaned does suck, but what happens more often is that people who are in love, one of them dies when they're old,
And then the other one dies
other
2
one
months
just
later.
like deteriorates, and it's really hard to watch because their heart is just like broken.
Okay.
And so I think it'd be better for you to be like it's a Notebook situation, you know?
I actually haven't seen The Notebook.
You should watch The Notebook.
We should watch
We should watch The Notebook. We should cover The Notebook. It's a musical, not the movie. There's a musical version of The Notebook on Broadway right now. So I haven't listened to it
Okay.
or seen it.
Anything else that you think is gonna happen in Kingdom of Ash?
I mean, so much. There's so much to happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to happen. Maeve has to get banished back to the Vogue. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll probably be a weenie on a future episode because I don't know that we're going to make a whole Kingdom of Ash episode.
No.
But it will be a weenie. We'll talk about it. I'm excited. I liked the tandem read, turns out.
Yeah. You know that I will listen to audiobooks on like 2 times speed even.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
this reader talks slow enough that you could do that.
I know. I listened to the last chunk of Tower of Dawn on 2.2.
Yeah. I listened to the last like 3 hours of Kingdom of Ash on single speed because I was like it was awful.
I am not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to the book hangover that's going to happen. Okay. Anything else? Hey, tell us your thoughts. Talk to us. Did you read it in tandem? Did you not read it in tandem?
Did you skip Tower of Dawn, as some people do choose to do?
I almost chose that route, but I didn't. So
Were you going to read a plot synopsis, or were you just
yeah,
going to like...
I was gonna read a plot synopsis
Okay.
and be like, okay, cool, I'm good, and move forward. I'm glad I read it in tandem,
Yeah.
and I think that it's worth it.
It sucks so hard at the beginning, but like once you get into the vibe,
Yeah.
you're kind of like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay, I can't, and then you end and it's a cliffhanger, and you're like, oh shit, now
and
I have to
even
get through.
Sometimes you're like, wait, what's happening to Kaol?
Yeah, like why did that happen? Yes. So I fully think that the tandem's the right way to go. But tell us, message us on Instagram at Page to Stage Pod.
Or send us a really long email where you stage Kingdom of Ash and you tell us all about your tandem read thoughts.
Yes, tell us all about them. That's Page to Stage Pod at gmail.com.
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye!
Our editing on Page to Stage is done by Emma.
Our music is by A Strange Mood Productions. Thank you for building us these sick beats.
If you want to contact us, that's at Page to Stage Pod on Instagram, or you could send us an email at pagetostagepod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is run by a tiny feral raccoon. We love her a lot.
And we love you a lot. We'll see you next time. Well, I was gonna say filled you up like a Twinkie, and then I decided that was a little vulgar.
You're so right.
Vulgar of a gesture here. I decided that was a vulgar gesture towards you.
Show me the vulgar gesture.